You never know where life's going to take you. I could tell you, I didn't think I was going to be here when I was an apprentice on the tools, getting dirty every day in this place, actually talking up what it means to be an apprentice. So to anyone out there that's even thinking about doing it, just jump the leap and do it.
I call the honourable member for Hunter.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise to contribute to the debate on Free TAFE Bill 2024. As a product of TAFE, this bill is very close to my heart. And it is a bill that will make a massive real-world difference to the lives of countless people in my electorate, because the Hunter has been built upon and built by hard-working, skilled workforce, and to this day, most of our young people build their lives using skills they learnt at TAFE. TAFE is one of the pillars that literally helps to build this country, and that's why it should be one of the highest priorities for any government. If TAFE is strong, our country is strong. As one of the only people in this place who have a trade, who left school at the age of 15, went to TAFE, gained skills in an area that I enjoyed and built a career and a life with those skills, I feel I'm in a better position than most others to talk about how important TAFE is. And that's why I'm proud that this government is committed to building up TAFE, instead of tearing TAFE and skills in this country to the ground like those opposite have done before us. And make no mistake, if they form government after the election this year, the only attention they'll give to TAFE is by tearing it down. You can put your last dollar on that. Maybe it's just something about the idea of not sitting in a comfortable chair in an air-conditioned office that doesn't sit right with them. Or maybe it's just that they don't respect Australians who like to get their hands dirty for a living. But let me tell them one thing, Deputy Speaker. It is these hard-working, skilled Australians who our country relies on. It is these Australians who go through our TAFE system, who work in our mines producing the coal, iron ore and other critical minerals that lead to budget surpluses. It is these Australians who fix our cars when they break down, who build our houses that our growing nation needs so desperately, and those who keep our lights on at night. And it is these Australians who look after our little ones in childcare so parents can go back to work. People should be encouraged to do these important jobs. If this is a path that someone wants to go down, it should be accessible and affordable. There should be no barriers such as limited availability or excessive fees holding them back from obtaining qualifications they need to pursue the job of their dreams. And I know it may come to a shock to those opposite who haven't really got their hands dirty since playing in the playground in primary school, but sometimes school isn't for everyone. Sometimes a person thrives when working with their hands and not by sitting in a classroom. And while sometimes your attitude towards TAFE makes it appear as though you look down on these people, I'd like to see you out there doing the job that they do. We already know that the former member for Cook certainly can't weld. So let's see if the Leader of the Opposition can do any better. I want to thank the hard-working TAFE teachers and staff. They give our young people the skills they need for today's jobs, and that's what makes our country strong. TAFE sets you up for a life and opens doors for your future. By making TAFE fee-free, we're giving people a door that they are able to open. This is the reality that our fee-free TAFE has already provided for over 508,000 Australians who currently enrolled in one of these fee-free courses. That's 508,000 Australians on their way to a secure job. This means that you could be an early childhood educator, a chippy, a leco, a fitter, a cyber expert, and so much more. And you can do it without paying any course fees, without hitting you in the back pocket, without having to sacrifice some other part of your life to get the skills you need to move forward. Right now, there are almost 35,000 fee-free TAFE students studying construction, which is helping to tackle the acute skills shortage we found when we came to government. There are over 35,000 fee-free TAFE students studying early childhood education, which means there will be more childcare workers with the skills that they need in the sector that our economy needs. There are over 131,000 fee-free TAFE students studying nursing, aged care and personal care. There is a there is an historic number of people enrolling in nursing, aged care and disability support, with a huge 7.8 increase in enrolments, a massive increase of workers qualified in the sector, which is only going to demand more and more workers as our nation ages. We came into government saying that we would rebuild TAFE, and clearly, going by these numbers, we have delivered. But this bill is about making sure that this isn't just a one-off sugar hit for our sector. It is about making sure that we future-proof TAFE so that people will always be able to have the opportunity accessible to them. With this bill, fee-free TAFE will become a permanent part of our national vocational education and training system. This bill does three important things. Firstly, it commits the Commonwealth to make a grant of financial assistance to the states and territories for the delivery of free TAFE places, with states and territories required to enter a free TAFE agreement with the Commonwealth which sets out terms and conditions of financial assistance. This means that the states and the Commonwealth will work together to make sure that TAFE is strong and our country has enough qualified people in sectors that need workers. The bill sets out key matters that are to be dealt with in the free TAFE agreement, including the number of free TAFE places, the areas of study, the groups prioritised for access, reporting requirements and financial agreements. And finally, the bill will require the Skills and Workforce Ministerial Council to be consulted on any proposed changes to the Act. As our country grows and demand for skills increase, a strong TAFE is more important than ever. That's what we have started to build, and now it's time to protect and maintain the rate of progress that we are making. And this bill ensures that free TAFE positions will be targeted to industries experiencing current and projected workforce shortages. We'll be focused on areas to achieve national ambitions for the future made in Australia, construction and housing supply, and the care and support economy, defence, digital and tech, manufacturing, and to restore our sovereign capability. All areas that must help to thrive in order for a future Australia that will also be thriving. Speaker, there are a few key differences which really set us apart from the coalition. Our commitment to VET, to TAFE, and to skills more broadly is certainly one of them. There is only one party who truly cares about TAFE, and that's us. The record shows this. And the opposition's policy announcements show that this will not change after the next election. On this side of Parliament, we aren't giving the bosses a taxpayer-funded handout to go for lunch or to watch the footy. We're going to do things like making sure apprentices are being looked after by giving them a little bit extra in their pocket to help them get by each week. I was an apprentice, and more recently I've managed apprentices when I was managing a local engineering business. I know better than anyone that while getting a trade is worth it in the long run, getting through your apprenticeship on lower wages can really be tough. It's really, really hard. And sometimes this can steer people away from apprenticeships. They may start them and then really struggle in it whilst they're going through that apprenticeship, so we're here to help. And this was reflected in the strategic review of the Australian Apprenticeship Incentive System. This is why we are responding with a housing construction apprenticeship program, which includes a $10,000 initiative payment that I'm sure will help encourage people to take up an apprenticeship and make life just that little bit easier while they're completing their apprenticeship. Getting an apprenticeship will be easier than ever with our 500,000 fee-free TAFE places. At the end of the day, we want more Australian workers to make more things here. And this can only be done if we have more people going through TAFE, more people completing apprenticeships and more tradies. And when we have more tradies, we will have the workforce to deliver our Homes for Australia plan, an ambitious target to deliver 1.2 million homes over the next 5 years. This is exactly what the $10,000 incentive payment will help encourage, with apprentices who work in the housing construction industry to receive $2,000 at 6 months into their apprenticeship, and then at the 12-month mark, the 2-year mark, the 3-year mark, and then on completion of their apprenticeship, they'll receive $2,000 at every one of those marks along the way. This payment is only one of the whole stack of changes we want to make to better look after our apprentices. We have raised the allowance paid to apprentices living away from home, the first time since 2003 that this has happened. A lot of things have changed and a lot have gone up in price since 2003, but apparently not this allowance. So it's now about time we've made up for this and to date to better help apprentices living away from home in 2025. The first year apprentice will be getting $120 a week for living away from home. That's nearly a $43 increase. Second year will go up to $90 per week, which is a $51.41 increase. And third year apprentices will receive $45 per week, which is an extra $20 a week. We're also increasing the Disability Australian Apprenticeship Wage Support payment to support more employees taking apprentices with a disability. For the first time, the payment has been increased since 1998. The massive difference that will make the lives of our apprentices cannot be underestimated what this will do for them. This will make a huge difference. And now we know that some, and by some I mean those opposite, think the TAFE is a waste of money. We heard that come straight out of the mouth of the Deputy Opposition Leader, and she's really not keen on it. She thinks that if people get something for free, they don't value it and don't welcome it. But every dollar we spend on our people brings big rewards, more work, new ideas and a stronger economy. Investing in the skills today means a better, tougher economy tomorrow. Speaker, as we look into the future, industries are evolving and new sectors are emerging. Free TAFE will ensure that our workforce is not only prepared for today's challenges, but is also agile enough to meet the demands of tomorrow's economy. My advice is to anyone that is thinking about entering the trades or early childhood educator, nursing, aged care, personal care workers, disability services, go and do it. Honestly, tradies are cool. We've built Australia. We made Australia what it is. We need more engineers too, but tradies make this place work. Go to TAFE, get an apprenticeship and get on with building the life, the future, the career you've always wanted. There is no better time than right now because this government, the Labor government, is committed to making sure that you have the support you need to not only get into TAFE, but thrive during your apprenticeship as well. The opportunities that will come to you, the doors that will open are endless. You never know where life's going to take you. I could tell you, I didn't think I was going to be here when I was an apprentice on the tools, getting dirty every day in this place, actually talking up what it means to be an apprentice. So to anyone out there that's even thinking about doing it, just jump the leap and do it. It's an amazing career being an apprentice. Sure, you go through some tough and hard times, but we are here to help you. Only the Albanese Labor government will help you do this. The opposition, the coalition over there, they want to rip this away. They think this is wasteful spending. And we'll make sure this is not wasteful spending because we want you and your mates and all your friends that are involved in trades and services that we need to help rebuild Australia to give us what we need into the future. So thank you to all the tradies that are out there now. Thank you to the early childhood educators, the nurses, the NDIS workers, anyone who works in those support areas. Thank you for all you do for our communities, for our country. Without people like you, we wouldn't be able to stand in a place like this. So thank you, go get a trade and really enjoy your life. Cheers.